I think one of the hardest things about postmenopause is how many women quietly disappear inside of themselves. Yes, we keep functioning. Yes, we keep showing up. Yes, we keep taking care of everyone else. We keep doing all of those things. But deep down, really deep down, a lot of women, they just don't feel like themselves anymore. We are feeling emotionally exhausted all the time. And it's not because we are weak, because we know that we're not. But it's because we have carried so much for so long. Yeah, we can look fine on the outside, but we're also struggling internally. We're still smiling, we're still functioning, but the entire time we're quietly feeling disconnected inside. Post-menopause, it changes more than just your body. It can change your confidence, your identity, your emotions. And it also changes how we see ourselves. Life after 50 is both extremely challenging and wonderfully liberating all at the same time. At this age, we have lived 5 decades. And we have 5 decades of perspective and wisdom. Starting with the fact that I no longer want to abandon my own needs. Realizing that we matter too after years of putting ourselves last. And as someone that was conditioned and taught to always take care of everyone else, I had a hard time with this one. I had a really hard time with this one at first. It required me to rewire my brain and my thoughts. It took daily work. It was a daily practice. But I got it, and it has served me tremendously during this phase of my life. I am so happy that I decided to put me first. I'm no longer feeling guilty for finally choosing myself. Many women were taught that caring for themselves was selfish. I've learned the hard way that choosing me is self-care, because it is true what they say. If mom is not okay, nothing is okay. I show up better for myself and I show up better for others. I'm able to be present in the moment. But I'm also okay with saying no. I'm okay saying no when I don't want to do something, when I don't want to go somewhere. There's no need for explanations, no excuses. And honestly, there's no reason required. I just don't want to. At this stage, I want more peace than pressure. Protecting my energy instead of constantly proving myself, those are my goals. My primary focus is on doing things that protect my peace and bring me joy. I no longer entertain people or places or things that just don't serve me during this phase of my life. I have no desire to. It's exhausting. They are energy vampires, and I'm not here for any of it. I'm enjoying learning to reconnect with myself slowly, whether it be through movement, quiet moments, setting boundaries, resting, strength, or just simply listening to myself again, giving myself permission to slow down, or better yet, do nothing. I'm no longer interested in staying busy, filling up my schedule, or packing my weekend with activities. Busy is not my thing. I enjoy reading a book while sipping on a delicious tea in the comfort of my home. That is a whole mood, and I am going to tell you, I love that for me. Understanding that this stage of life is not the end. We're still evolving and growing and learning and becoming. Just because you're getting older doesn't mean that the learning stops. It doesn't mean that we are done. While I do have a full-time job, this YouTube channel, I can't even tell you how much it excites me, because I am learning something new every single day, whether that be analytics, strategy, new recording techniques, new goals to reach. it gets me excited and it brings me so much joy. I'm activating that part of my brain that was dormant for so long, and I love it. I love it. And maybe that's why this stage of life feels so emotional. And it can also feel scary and lonely for a lot of women. I get it. I understand. Because it's not just about hormones or night sweats or hot flashes. It's far more than that. It's about realizing how long we have ignored ourselves while trying to be everything for everyone else. I get it. And maybe our healing starts when we finally start listening to ourselves again. When we give ourselves permission to do what we want, finding joy and excitement in the things that light up our fire and make our hearts smile again. That's where the healing truly begins. Give yourself permission to do that, to feel that, to want that. Give yourself permission to take up space, to do the things that make you happy and fill your cup. If you found this video helpful and you think it may help another woman in your life, please share it with them. I hope that this video has given you some encouragement and has given you some hope and some motivation to believe in yourself, to give yourself permission to do something that you love, that you have forgotten about. It's never too late. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. And until the next one, adios.